time to level up, guys. Look, today we got to talk about if you are in a position where you don't want to be, what you can do to level up and get to where you really want to go in your life. Become the person you want to become, right? Leveling up is one of the things that is the hardest to do, but once it's done, you will never look back and regret all the things you did, right? Because the process of leveling up is sacrificial, right? You're doing things. Leveling up, let me just put it this way, is about getting rid of things from your life rather than adding in new things, right? A lot of people are like, okay, what do I need to start doing to level up? When really you should be thinking about, what do I need to stop doing, right? What are the current habits I have in place that I need to cut, right? You start there. You start by cutting every single thing you're doing wrong with your life. And then what you can do from there is replace those things you're cutting with things that you can add, which will benefit your life. They're an added benefit, right? I'll give you a few examples. First, things you can cut from your life. If you're doing them right now, I'll give you examples from my life. Smoking weed, drinking, pornography, vaping. I didn't do any other drugs, but if you're doing any other drugs, cut it. That's a good place to start. If you're doing any of those things. Also, if you're in a, kind of toxic relationship with people, cut that too, because that will drag you down a ton also. So you can start there. Junk food, there's a lot of things that you could be doing wrong. But then you can start thinking about, okay, what can I introduce, right? What do successful people do? Oh, they work out. They eat clean. What else do they do? They certainly don't vape and do all that shit. So I cut that out. What can I replace that with, right? So I got the exercise, I got the clean eating. Oh, who I surround myself with, right? Successful people hang around other successful people. And you're probably asking yourself, if I'm not successful yet, then how do I hang around successful people? Go and put yourself in a situation where you're surrounded by them, right? And keep doing that over and over again. And slowly you will start to become successful, right? Just through osmosis, just through being around them and learning from them, right? And then you will deserve to be part of the circle, right? And then all of a sudden you're around successful people, right? So that's another thing. Reading, another thing. You can start picking up a book every day. Say, I'm going to read a book a week, and make that a habit. Make that a consistent practice in your life to learn every single day, right? So now you completely changed who you were, right? Not only did you introduce all these great productive things in your life, but you also cut out all the BS, right? You just leveled up. And you know what the great thing is? There's infinite levels to this game of life, right? Especially if you're an entrepreneur. I think entrepreneurship is the greatest vehicle for self-improvement, right? Because every level of the game, you have to unlock another level of growth in yourself, right? Your business is a reflection of you in most cases, right? The things you do, of course, the vehicle matters. The problem you're solving matters. You can only go so far with certain vehicles. So I'm not saying that, but it's a fact that who you are, how much you've developed, will directly affect how much the business develops, right? And if you have decided to be stagnant in your personal development, your business development will be the same. It will be stagnant forever until you decide to finally change something and level up yourself. All right, it's unbelievable. And you can keep leveling up and keep leveling up, and the business will follow. It'll go be with you side by side the whole time. It'll follow you. All right? And then one day you'll look and say, "Man, how did I create this business?" But the real question you should be asking is, how did I create me? How did I create this person who exists now that is a direct reflection of the business? And you'll be in amazement and in awe at who you've become, right? Every area of your life has changed. It's leveled up. And that's the journey I'm on right now in my life, right? Every day is about leveling up. And let me tell you a great thing, or really important thing about leveling up. You cannot veer off course throughout this process. You cannot slip. You cannot slip. And you're probably thinking, well, what if I have a bad day or whatever? Look, a lot of people fail because they have a bad day, right? They have a bad day. And then they decide, okay, you know what? Because I had a bad day, I'm going to smoke weed tonight and, maybe sit down and eat Twinkies and watch Netflix and feel sorry for myself. And then that becomes a habit, right? They start coping with, their pain and their frustration in ways that are detrimental to them, right? And then all that growth and progress that you've made has been completely thrown off. And you've taken a step back and you've leveled down, right? When you have habits in place to kind of step in and say, okay, you're having a bad day, you're still going to wake up early, you're still going to meditate, you're still going to do whatever you need to do, work out, eat clean, right? All the things that you were doing yesterday, right? Shit happened today. So what? So what? There's no excuse to go and mope around and feel sorry for yourself, because life's not perfect. Shit's going to happen, right? And it's how you act in those circumstances that defines who you become, right? These past few weeks have been very difficult for me mentally, okay? Very difficult for me for various reasons. But that entire time, I continued waking up at 4 a.m. I continued meditating. I continued working out. And guess what? I actually put my foot on the gas and I started recording and uploading 2 videos a day, right? I fought back against that demon inside of me, right? There's an internal war going on. And I didn't just win. I dominated. I completely dominated the fight. And that's what you have to do. It's not about just winning, right? It is about complete and utter domination. You have to have that killer instinct within you, right? To understand that, yes, I'm in pain right now. Yes, this is hard. Not only am I going to get through this, but I'm going to get through this and be even better than I was when I wasn't feeling this pain, right? The pain is an opportunity for you to step on the gas and feel more empowered, right? And then all of a sudden, you're like, man, I actually perform better when I'm in pain than when I'm not. And once you're at that point, oh baby, you're powerful. You are a force of nature. You are a force of nature. And your mind is like, holy shit, man. I tried to knock this guy down, but he keeps fighting back. He keeps winning the war. I don't know what to do. All right? You've won. At that point, you've won the battle. So look, you have to fight every single day for what you want in your life. You got to stay strong. You've got to remember that every day is an opportunity to level up and become better and stronger and more powerful and more resilient. All right? Nothing can really stop you if you're that way, right? If you can fight through the pain and stay at your high state of being. If even when you're feeling bad up here or in your body, whatever it may be, you continue doing the thing. Because as soon as these things come up, your mind is like, okay, you know what, just take it easy, let loose, right? Go out, go drinking tonight, go smoke weed, go eat like shit, right? Go do all this stuff that's going to knock you off track because you're not feeling good. But you need to combat that. Combat that voice in your mind that's saying that. Take control of it. Man, it's over. It's game over. So look, I want to thank you for watching today's video. Guys, it's time to level up, right? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? There's no other option. There's no other option for us, right? Especially if we're pursuing entrepreneurship, right? There is no option. We have to level up every day, right? We got into this game to do great things, right? To make a big difference, to make a lot of money, right? The only way that's going to happen is if you become better. If you become stronger, the business will become stronger. Even if you're not in entrepreneurship, this advice is for you as well. And I hope you enjoyed it today. I'm really grateful for you being here. If you want to learn more about me, click the links in my description, and I will see you in the next video. Time to level up, guys. Bye.